Hey, what's going on, everyone? Just wanted to do a quick shootout between the prototype for the 1978 bass preamp, Tronographic Rusty Box, and Tech21 DP-X3. So everything's getting the same signal. It's getting reamped out of my DAW into a three-way switcher, and then that single signal is going back into the DAW. So channel number 1 is going to be the Doug, channel number 2 is the prototype, and channel number 3 is the Rusty Box. So I'm actually going to start with the Rusty Box and then compare between these two. What I did was I turned up all of the knobs for the passive tone stack, and then I turned up the gain all the way on the Rusty, and I put my gain to match where that is. So here we go. So this is the Rusty Box, and then that's mine. You can see my gain is right here. It's not quite the same. So their boost, that's as far as the boost will go. And then mine, you can see that gets a little deeper, which is selectable. So down here, that's the exact same as the Rusty Box. When it's turned all the way down, you can get pretty extreme from there. But also the regular gain can also go higher. It's as high as theirs goes with the boost. And then one. And then, of course, also you have the graphic EQ. So this can change things pretty dramatically. Next thing I want to show you is the low end of my pedal versus the DP-X3. So something about theirs that's interesting is that it's a biamp. So it's sending the highs to one side of the preamp, which is getting distortion, and then there's another preamp that's taking the lows clean, and it also has a compressor for those, and it sounds great up until a point. After a while it starts to get, you'll see the difference between that and my preamp. So I'm going to play something where it's just low notes here. So here's mine. That's with the EQ off. So obviously it's a different sound, but what I want you to focus on is the low end here. So I'm going to turn their lows all the way up. You can see how, like, it's a lot of bass, but it's kind of cloudy. Mine I can get just as much low end out of, but it doesn't have that cloudiness. And if I really wanted to, I could get it to sound so that's theirs. So trying to get these to sound the same isn't very easy, but you know, that's what you can hear there in that low end. Theirs pretty much stops somewhere around 50 hertz. I think I scoped it at about 40 to 60 hertz. But mine obviously goes a little lower than that. And then the Rusty Box doesn't really go that low at all. So even when you clean it up, normally if you clean it up you get a little more bass out of it. It's nothing like that. And then the Tech21, honestly, I'd be using it somewhere around there. You can turn up the comp and makes things a little steadier, but still it's nice and clean. So yeah. Just some quick other things before we go. Something else that these are missing is mine has an XLR volume, a dedicated volume for the XLR output, and then dedicated volume for the 1/4 inch output. Neither of these pedals have that. Obviously the graphic EQ, this is something new that isn't in the rack preamp. So just to show you, you could see this one's a different color. It's going to be labeled better on the regular preamp, but basically this is going to be a volume control for the EQ such that you can turn up, you can boost or cut your EQ, and that's going to change the overall volume of it. So when you're switching back and forth, you're going to get different volumes. So this will allow you to regulate that. And then obviously the boost channel as well, and then a bypass on and off. All right, so let me know if you have any questions, and I hope that gave you a good idea of the differences between these pedals. Thanks.